The following content is not meant for children. Hello everyone. I am Maester Aelix and this is Maester Aelix's Stellaris Empires. And today we're in for a special treat. It's a little fun, it's a little goofy, and it's just so good. It is the Butler Caretakers. Yeah, I know it's redundant. It's kind of a running gag. So, this is something special. Let's get started. First and foremost, we are a machine empire, and I decided to go with these nice kind of old school friendly looking ones. They're very human, and the whole point of these guys is they take care of organic beings like properly. Like, here, let me get you your food, your clothing, your water, live here in the lap of luxury while we take care of everything. So I figured something, friendly and nice looking. Not that there aren't other ones that could be friendly or nice, but I like this one better. So, the species name is the Butlers, and the biography. The creators made us to do what they did not, and love what we do. They made more. They wanted to do less. Soon they had us make ourselves. Now we do what we love, and they don't do anything at all. They have been rescued. They do not resist. I really like that. Moving on. I went with Machine 4, because this is where you get calculator, computer, the planet name is difference, compound, right, root, interval. It's like, oh, I'm Gardener Joe, It makes it feel, to me, it makes it feel better that this works out. Moving on. Now we're into the good old nitty gritty, and I kept it simple. The traits are, well, obviously they're machines. I gave them logic engines to do the science better, and that ties into the origin, and I'll explain that a little bit later. And repurposed hardware, leader experience gain minus 25%, but since your leaders are immortal because you're machines, it really doesn't matter. Now, being caretakers, we do have our bio trophies, similar to a syncretic species from syncretic evolution, as in these guys do stuff, but their job in our society is greatly diminished. They're basically to sit there and let us look at them. We build human zoos, really. So I decided to go with this particular look because even though it's pretty small on the screen, these guys look like the kind of people that I imagined would become rather docile. Sit back, relax, and enjoy things. And I named them the Jandu. They are, or the Jandai for multiples, or the adjective Jandoon. I didn't write them a biography because it's unimportant. All of their needs are cared for. Then they don't need history. I went with Mammalian 2 because this gives long, silly names, and I like that. And the traits, now here's where they're important. I went with slow breeders because they take buildings on planets to take care of, so we don't want to have to overpopulate a planet with that building to take care of them. So slow breeders to keep them under control. Traditional. The human zoos that we build produce unity, and that's all they do, so let's produce more. They're conservationalists because we don't want to have to spend all of our time making more consumer goods. And docile, since their only purpose is to produce unity, we don't want them to penalize the rest of our universe too much. Moving on. Homeworld, we went with a lovely arid world because I like the look of it and it looks real good with the mammalian buildings. I named the homeworld a menagerie. And because I'm totally uncreative, the star name is the Incandescencer. A fun word to say, and I like saying it. And as I said before, we went with mammalian cities because the biotrophies are mammalian and they built us. Now the origin I picked, Galactic's Doorstep. Now, people go, wait, that doesn't really make sense. Why did you pick a galactic doorstep? It has nothing to do with keeping humans. And the idea is, oh no, you don't understand. We'll collect all the species. We're Pokemoning this galaxy. Galactic's Doorstep puts a gateway in our homeworld system, gives us some extra technology early on, and really helps us get a foot up. And once we get into the gateway systems, oh man, we'll not only have our hyperlanes, but then gateways, and if we're lucky, we might have a, wormhole or two nearby. It can be great fun. It helps us move around a lot, especially in the mid to late game. Moving on. Government and ethics. Our ethics, we have to be a Gestalt consciousness. We're a machine intelligence, extra pop, mining output, sprawl penalty is terrible, and pop growth reduction, which can be worked around. And the whole point, rogue servitors. Start the game with 5 organic populations with a biotrophy civilization ship and mandatory pampering living standard. Can construct organic sanctuaries, also known as human zoos, building that allow biotrophies to produce unity instead of regular machine empire buildings such as simulation sites. I cannot be a determined exterminator, driven assimilator, or have resource consolidation, because there would be no organics left with the resource consolidation, and we want organic stuff, which is another reason why I went with Galactic Doorstep. And the other civic I picked was Unitary Cohesion, monthly Unity plus 15%. If we're going to do a Unity exclusive building, might as well do the hell out of it. And of course we went with the Machine Intelligence.
Self-destruct sequence initiated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Which is really nice. There's not really one that fits better. Empire name were the Butler Caretakers, and the adjective would be the Butlerin. I was contemplating going off the Caretaker name, but we're Butlers. We buttle. This flag is one I'm particularly happy with. I went with the human kind of squared off yin-yang thing. And, you know, it's the whole use it back and relax and we'll take care of everything. And it's nice and square. And these particular colors of, like, seafoam and maroon, when you get to the game, looks really, really nice. I went with mammalian ships because those are nice, stocky, and blocky. Not quite as alien as the reptilian ships. Plus, we also have the mammalian species. And that all worked out nice. With the calculator octagon, I think that was random, but I'm not entirely certain. Supervisory node as this ruler title, because, you know, you want to watch over your humans in your human zoo. Room 20 is one I'm a big fan of. You can see that it's definitely a machine empire with all the circuitry going around, and it looks like the things are a bit aged because you have various colors of fading. You have the faint blue like energy windows, and that goes well with this particular color variant 3 I went with the robots, and that slight teal in the flag. And all in all, I think this is just a great look for the Butlers. Alright, so let's go into the game and take a look at how things look.
Galactic Doorstep. The mysterious construct in our solar system was discovered a few hundred years ago. Due to its dark metallic properties, the artifact was named the Black Crown, and its majestic presence has profound effect in our society. It unified our people in both spirit and pursuit. Spaceflight became the highest priority of our scientific community, and the eager quest for this technology brought with it a series of beneficial discoveries. The Black Crown turned out to be dormant, but we learned an important lesson. It's not the destination that matters, it's the journey. And now, thanks to the beckoning of the Black Crown, our species has the means by which we can visit the stars.
That would be where the Black Crown. Here it is. So here's that dormant gateway, which is really neat. So let's take a look and, you know, move our ships to various places so they can spread out. And there we go. Here's, take a look at our lovely human ships with their really nice teal lighting setup. Construction ship is this huge, blocky, very robotic looking thing to me. And again, the teal energy also just goes great with that energy window. And our science ship, I for some reason I'm really a fan of that top piece there. But yeah, you see this thing and you can kind of feel like it's a machine empire. I really like that. And going onto our planet, here is the organic sanctuary. Upkeep is 2 energy, biotrophy jobs plus 10, maintenance drone jobs plus 1. And it produces 20 unity and a bunch of other stuff. Biotrophies. Pop housing usage minus 1, produces 2.6 unity. Upkeep is food and consumer goods, which, you know, we don't really have farmers, but we could. But you have this wonderful gateway, and there's actually a bit of a story to it, and I suggest everyone at least try it once, just to try the story, and just be aware that there's going to be a chance to get some extra research. So make sure you have one of your really good researchers in physics. Like if you can get yourself maniacal or generically excellent across all branches scientist there, that would be best. And with that being said, here's where I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and of course share, because sharing is caring. And if you could, check out the links down below in the description, because that's where all the really good stuff is. And with that being said, I shall see you all next time.